Hey there, everyone. It's Julie at Think Be Do Leadership today, and I've got fizzitude today, as somebody described it. And I said I was being a bit fizzy the other day, and they said, "Have you got attitude?" And I said, "Yeah." And we came to the conclusion it's called fizzitude. But what I want to talk about today is the Colander principle for women in tech, which is kind of something that I was trying to explain to somebody the other day, because the response to a post I put out about the women in tech, putting a post out about there only being 19% of women in tech, and I thought, that's not enough, is it really? And it was 30 years since I got my engineering degree, and still there's only 19% of women in tech. And I thought, wow, that's just not good enough. So I did a post about it. And there was some really great stuff on there. And I was really surprised, because there was some very, very wonderful people, men and women, talking about what they were doing about it and the fact that they supported it. And I was really impressed with the response I got from men. But one of them really intrigued me. And because it was because it was very simplistic, because it said, this person, it was a man. I'm not trying to bash men, because that's not where we are. What I was interested in was the response, because he said, well, it's because if not enough go to university, then they can't apply for the jobs. And it was a very simplistic response to the question of, well, why are there not as many women as you want in tech? And he's not wrong. And that person, not wrong, but it's not the whole truth. It's not the whole reason, because we have to look at why are there not enough women going to university? And that takes me right back to, when I was a kid and when my daughter was younger. She's 12 now. And I thought, it's just like a colander. And if you're listening to me now, please tell me what a colander is. Somebody said to me the other day, what's a colander? So we're talking about like a thing with holes in, a bowl with holes in, that things fall out of. And if you just imagine, for every 1,000 women that were born, the experiences they have in life, and this is the same for men too, but I'm talking about women now. For every 1,000 women that are born, the experiences are going to either keep them in the colander or the funnel with holes in, let's say, and get to the bottom, and in other words, be successful in a career in STEM or tech, whatever you want, or they're going to fall out. Yeah, and at every single experience and juncture in the life of anyone, but here we're talking about women, they could fall out of that colander through a hole. And what I mean is if when you're born, you don't know that you're not supposed to do something, because you're not supposed to do it, are you? But that's what happens as we go along in life. And so let me give you an example. Even just down to sometimes that if I, as a mum, only ever told my daughter when she was a little girl that she should play with dollies and she shouldn't play with the truck that she liked, then she's going to start believing that she shouldn't be doing that thing. And therefore she's going to go down a road, probably, unless she's really strong, good for her, she is, that might be not tech, engineering, or anything like that. She might think, oh yeah, I'm going to go do something else. So straight away at that really early age, we can start to transfer this beliefs around what we should and we shouldn't be doing. And that's not fair, is it? Because they're going to fall out of the colander straight away. And then they go to school and the boys might say to them, well, you can't play football or you can't do this because you're a girl. And you might say that wouldn't happen, but it does happen. And it happened to me and it happened to my daughter as well. And so we then start to think, oh, maybe I can't. And then again, there'll still be the strong ones who do, but that's a smaller percentage. So we lose people out of the colander again. And then we do GCSEs and we told, oh, that's a boy's subject, that's a girl's subject. And you might think that doesn't happen, but it still does happen. And so we lose people again. And so what that guy was saying wasn't wrong, that, well, if not enough people apply to university, there's not going to be enough women in the jobs. You're right. But why are they not applying to university? Or why are they not getting to that point? Yeah, there's also more things to fall out of the colander after that point too that we need to talk about. So there are, at every junction, at every conversation, every experience that we have as women, we can very easily fall out of that funnel or that colander of going towards some kind of STEM tech career, let's say. Yeah. And then I was looking at a post today where I think it was a manufacturing post, or welding, I think. I'm not sure if the whole thing was about welding. And then there are two girls with their boobies hanging out and their butt cheeks showing. And I thought to myself, now, if I was a young girl and I was interested in joining in manufacturing and I went to that show because I thought, oh, I'm going to have a look, and I saw that, I might think, oh, I don't have a place here. That's not for me. My place is there, hanging my butt cheeks out. Yeah. So I'm going to lose a certain percentage once again with things like that. And we're killing it at all these different junctions without even realizing what we're doing. And so, yes, there we go. We got to university. So maybe somebody goes to one of those shows and thinks, my God, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be associated with having to hang my butt out of the thing just to stroll around at one of those shows, with the anyway, we won't go down that road. And so they choose. But if you do get to university, then you've got to tackle, being one of the minorities, let's say. And I was there was like 2 or 3 in 100 at my degree of women. And I got through it, don't get me wrong, but you've got to be strong to be able to do that. And then you get to the job. And there again, if we are not actively including women and promoting women, then because there are so few, and our chap was right, because there are so few, it's really easy to lose them again. Oh, the dog's going to cough again. Apologies. There we go. Apologies. Anyway, so what we need to be thinking about is how can we stop that? How can we change that at all of those junctures? I have to apologise for my dog because she was asleep and now she's coughing. She's got a prolapsed larynx, which doesn't really help. Anyway, I think she's going to stop. So what I want you to think about is in your business, how do you can't change your world. I know that. And there are loads of different STEM programs and all of those things. But how do you in your business, for those that got through, those that made it through the Colander, how can you support them to be successful in your business? Because my God, did they have to work hard to get there? Think about that. Yeah. And you're going to lose some talent very easily. And those people have literally climbed a mountain to get to where they need to get to. So please, please, please think about what could you do that would be more inclusive, that would support those women. Is it in their skills? Is it in their confidence? Is it just giving them the opportunities? I don't know. I'd love to have a conversation. And I have to apologize for my dog. Thank you.